Prey is now available, and though a lot of what this game has to offer is standard for your FPS shooter, there is still so much this game does that is unique. So let's get down to it and show off some 20 helpful tips and tricks for getting started in Prey. Number 1. Pick up everything. Every single item in Prey has a purpose, so don't pass up anything, and I mean anything. You can use food as healing supplements, spare parts for repairs, objects to use as weapons, or ammunition. Bottom line, fill those pockets. Number 2. Map out recyclers. So you have a ton of trash just shoved in your pockets. What do you do with it? Head to one of these recyclers and watch them work their magic. Recyclers take all that junk and turn it into raw material. Number 3. 4 material types. All that trash can be converted into one of 4 types of materials. First, we have exotic, which are the Typhon parts. Mineral, which are the metals you find. Organic is the material you obtain from flowers and food. And finally, synthetic is the material obtained from all the plastic. Number 4. Fabricators. Now, once you have your materials, you need to use a fabricator to actually turn them into something useful. For instance, you may need some more ammunition. Think of fabricators as a 3D printer of sorts. Find the plan for the design you want and fabricate away. Number 5. Use turrets. It's just you and a bunch of monsters on this journey through Talos 1, so why not set up a turret or two to lessen the numbers? Number 6. Mark the mimics. Until you find your psychoscope, you'll need to zoom in on mimics to mark them with a red arrow. This will keep them marked even when they escape outside your vision. Marking mimics helps prevent later ambushes. Number 7. Dismantle. The best way to use spare parts to perform a repair is to dismantle any extra weapons you find lying around. If you don't need the weapon but could use the parts, then the dismantle ability is your ticket. Number 8. Eating food. There's a neat little trick that happens when you slowly consume one healing item at a time and wait before consuming another. Eating food gives you a well-fed bonus, which will cause your HP to slowly regenerate. Taking your time while eating will restore more HP in the long run. Number 9. Check every room. This is a game about using all the assets you find to form materials and forge new weapons, so be sure to leave no room off limits. The main path may be relatively straightforward, but if you want it to be less stressful, then check every room you come across. Number 10. Use the crew tracker. There are numerous security stations on Talos 1, and in these areas you will find what is called a crew tracker. Here you can keep track of all the crew members that are dead and alive. Some of them contain valuable items such as keycards or weapons, so it would be of great use to track them down. Number 11. Read the emails. You'll also want to check every computer you find. By skimming through the emails, you will be given a hint as to where to go next, or how to find key codes to rooms you can't access yet. Number 12. Mind your stamina. There's a stamina gauge that will drain each time you sprint or swing your wrench. If it depletes, you'll slow down. Keep an eye on your stamina because you'll need it when in a pinch, and you don't want to be depleted once a phantom finds you. Number 13. Glue cannon. The glue cannon is a very useful item that can freeze your enemies in their tracks and help create platforms. A neat trick, though, is to pair up your glue cannon with one of the turrets you find. This will create a trap that leaves your enemy as a sitting duck. Number 14. Wash your hands. What's the quickest way to restore health? Water. Wash your hands, stop at the cooler, or get a sip at the water fountain for a quick heal. Well, aren't we a Howie Mandel? Number 15. Mind your status. We mentioned earlier how if you eat, you will be well fed. This is an example of a status, and you can keep track of these on the main menu in the Status tab. Good statuses are in green, while the bad ones, like drunk, are in red. Number 16. Suit modifications. If you find yourself running low on inventory space, you'll need to expand your slots by gaining a suit modification from a Neuromod. You'll need 13 Neuromods to reach max inventory of 96 slots. Number 17. Dart distractions. There's a weapon you can make called the Huntress Boltcaster, which fires foam darts. These can be used to distract enemies long enough for you to sneak in for a surprise attack. These darts can also be used for disabling certain locks. Number 18. Neuromod expenses. Starting off, you only need 1 or 2 Neuromods to access the first level of each skill, but once you try hitting the 3rd level, you'll notice that 10 or more Neuromods are needed. You'll need to plan out how to spend your Neuromods if you want to get the appropriate skill level you desire. Number 19. Don't just shoot. Ammo is sparse in Prey, and especially at the beginning, you'll want to be using your wrench as often as possible. You can even charge it up for a powerful swing by holding down the attack button. Number 20. Match enemies to weapons. Each enemy has their own method of being destroyed, and you want to preserve your ammo for phantoms rather than mimics. As for Nightmare, run. Hey, that's all the time we have for today. Any tips you discovered while playing Prey? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.